Welcome back to the show. If you're 65 or older, you probably know that the deadline for Medicare open enrollment is approaching. 68 million Americans must make choices that will impact the cost of their medical care and their choices of doctors and hospitals for all of next year. And joining us today to talk about some of those changes people will notice the most is Anna Stahler, Medicare Agent with Clarity, Iowa, and Leona Headquist, a client of Anna's, in this segment sponsored by Clarity, Iowa. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so how much more time do people have to decide which plan they want for 2026?
Absolutely. You have until December 7th to make any changes to your Medicare plan for an effective date of January 1st.
Okay, so it kind of seems like it's a little ways off, but it's going to be here before we know it.
Before you know it.
Yeah. Now, for someone who has already chosen a plan, can you still help if they have any questions or
Absolutely.
Want to make changes?
Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely. You can still make changes, and you can even change the change that you made.
Okay,
if that makes
gotcha.
sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, the last time you were here, you talked about some major changes to this year's plans. Go over some of those changes and the impact that people will see the most.
Absolutely. We are seeing plans leave the market, and we also have some plans that are terminating their coverage. So there are quite a few people who are affected in our area, but this isn't just our area. There are 2.1 million people who are going to lose their Medicare coverage.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot,
Yeah.
definitely. Yes. So, Leona, you're a client of Anna's. Choosing a plan, it can be pretty overwhelming. I'm sure it was for you, right? With so many options out there, how did she help you when selecting a plan? And did she make the process a little easier, a little less stressful for you?
She was a great help. I mean, you walk into the door and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And like she had said previously, when you walk out, you are happy. Yeah. She'll answer any question you have. And I even called her. And she has like an arsenal of information, and she has things lined up and she'll walk you through the maze. And if you have a problem, which in my case we did, and her mother and Anna took care of it. They were able to get a hold of Chuck Grassley, and I received a personal phone call from him.
Wow.
Yes, and everything got taken care of. This is what they do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just from, Anna and Laura helping you out, and you got a call from Grassley. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm sure that you went in so confused, though, right?
Yes,
You came to them with so many questions, and they had the answers.
Correct.
I love that. I love that. What advice do you have for people who, decide to choose a Medicare plan on their own? Do you think that's wise?
No, that is a major mistake. Like Anna had said, there is so much misinformation, and you hear it from one person, then you go to your mother-in-law or whomever, and she has an altogether different story. Go to the experts.
Yeah, because they'll help you out. They make the process a lot easier, smooth.
Easy.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And did you find that from one year to the next that maybe you didn't have the same doctors? Maybe some medications weren't the same that were covered before.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Especially with the doctors are here today and then they go to Indiana or
Right. And so do you find that a lot, that the clients come to you and think that, just check the box, well, the same as next year, but that's not always the case. They shouldn't do that.
I I definitely think that people should at least call their agent once a year to reassess, because plans change every single year. There are carrier drops, there are plan terminations, so it's really important to at least get in contact with an agent every single year to reevaluate.
Yeah, and also, you know, they get that paperwork in the mail to look over those plans every year. So instead of just throwing that on the kitchen table, you know, saying I'll get to it later, right? Is that what you did, Leona? See, I'm sure you're not the only one. Those, you know, people need to open that and look that over.
Yes, and what you are referring to is called the annual notice of change, which your current plan, they have to send this paperwork out. And what it is it's what is changing from this year into the next year.
Okay.
So you definitely want to take a look at that. There are changes every single year.
Okay. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you, and how much is this going to cost them?
Well, first of all, the cost, there is no cost. We are a free service. And the best way to get in touch with us is to go to our website, clarityiowa.com.
Okay.
Call my phone number, or we do have a QR code.
Yeah, we have that up on the screen for folks. That'll take you right to Anna and Laura, and they'll take care of you for sure. Do they need to bring any paperwork, anything like that?
The only paperwork that we recommend bringing is their medications and their list of doctors, so that the first meeting we're able to determine which direction would be best for you.
Okay, all right. Well, definitely something to take advantage of, right, Leona?
Oh, correct.
You probably forgot that you didn't realize that it was going to be free.
I did not. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
But when you go to an expert, listen. And what I simply did was pick up the papers from my kitchen table and just handed them over to her.
Here you go. Help me out, right?
Yes.
And she did.
And she did.
And she did free of charge. That's awesome. Well, Leona, Anna, I want to thank you so much for coming in to talk to us today.
Well,
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, again, this segment is sponsored by Clarity Iowa, and for more information, go to clarityiowa.com. We'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.